Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys so much. I have been trying to do this video for months now, and unfortunately I have not been feeling too good. Not only have I had some personal issues, but I've also had some physical problems, and I just haven't been feeling great. Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome back. I hope all of you guys had a great time. And Merry Christmas with your family, your loved ones, and a Happy New Year. I wish the best for everybody in this 2020. I also hope that you guys continue to watch my videos and support me. Today, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I know that I can go on and on and on. But for those who don't know me, my name is Jeanette. I am 44 years old. I'm a single mom of 3 with a grandson, 6. I'm so proud. I always have to say that. And I have suffered with facial scapular muscular humeral dystrophy since I was 9 years old. Actually, I was diagnosed when I was 9 years old. So I'm here to explain to you guys what I went through, and in hopes that my story will help somebody else. It's probably gonna be a 2-parter only because it is my life story and it will be pretty long. So for those of you who are interested and care, thank you so much for sticking around and listening. First of all, thanking everybody who has subscribed to my channel. You guys, I really appreciate you guys so much. Just to take the time to click on my video and take, whether it is 10, 12, 15 minutes to hear me or see me just, have a good time and share good moments with my family. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And hopefully you guys will come back for part 2 or 3, depending how long or short this story time will be. But I have been very excited. I don't know why. Ever since I started making vlogs, I've been feeling so different. Just more, I don't want to say energetic because it's not like, oh, I can get up and go. But I've been feeling more oomph. Like, just more like I want to get up and do something, and my thing is a vlog and share and say hi to everybody. And yeah, so like I said, here we go. I wrote some stuff down because I do have a bad memory. I do believe that is a part of the MD as well. I have my phone here, which is already set on Google with the facioscapulohumeral information on there, which talks about the treatments and the life expectancy and the causes. Now, you guys are probably wondering why I have to go to Google for this. Well, for many years, I've done a lot of research, and I've been to therapy, and I've done a lot of things, and there's always something new. It's hard to keep up. Also gets to a point where you kind of give up in a way. Give up trying to find out things, give up trying to figure it out. But we'll get back to that. For right now, what I want to start with is, doesn't matter how much time goes by, this is always going to be hard for me. This is always going to be a hard subject for me. This is going to be hard for me to talk about because I'm not just going to start from right now or from like a month or 2 or a year or 2 ago. I'm going to start from when I was little. And that is hard on me. You would think after all these years that I would just be, over it and okay. And I am, I'm okay with it. But I still struggle, and I still have my days where I feel, sad when I think about it. But I have embraced that this is my life now, and this is how it's gotta be. Okay, this is how it started for me. When I was about 6, I want to say 6 or 7 years old, me and my little cousin, I don't want to say her name, she will most likely be watching my video, so I don't want to say her name without her permission, but she knows, you know who you are, girl. Anyways, I love you, miss you. But anyway, me and her used to go to gymnastics when we were little. You know, we were like sisters more than cousins. We did gymnastics. I remember her mom would take us and leave us there, or she wouldn't leave us there. I think she would just sit in the sidelines and watch. Excuse me. I have a little burp there. Sorry. So anyway, she would leave us there, and it was fun. We had a really good time. I remember doing the rolling and, you know, the first basic things that you're taught in gymnastics. Great. A couple months later, I tried the bars. The bars were hard. But I always thought it was just because they're hard. Bars are hard. You know, I'm not ready. I'm little. They're too hard. I'm not there yet. Ended up just not going back. I don't know what happened. I don't remember if it was because my cousin moved and we weren't going to be able to go together anymore. Something like that. But, yeah, so we did that for a while and that was fun. And I was fine. Now, my mom tells me that ever since I was little, she did notice something different in my mouth, in my face area. Not so much any type of deformality to the point where she felt like she had to take me to see a doctor right away. But she could tell, like, you know, when I smile, like I couldn't show my teeth. But at the same time, my mom was young. She didn't know. She noticed my eyes didn't close all the way. She thought maybe it was just something that happens to a lot of people. And we just really never paid any mind to it. Just kept living. So as time went on, I started noticing, I started skating. And me and my cousin as well. We started skating and it was so fun. Roller skating. I got really good at it. And my cousin did as well. We met a girl named Carol. I think her name was Carol. And she was a girl. We were probably like 10, 11 years old. And she used to do like the spins and we wanted to be like her, and we got into a skating class. And everything was fine. We had fun. I was doing all these, you know, cool skate tricks or not tricks, but, you know, just the wind blowing in my face, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. We took classes for it. I wanted to be a skater. Then I started noticing I was falling a lot, and my skates were hurting me because my feet were starting to swell. Didn't understand what that was either. Again, oh, you're skating too much, the skates might be too tight, all that. Okay. So I ended up having to stop doing classes because I literally couldn't skate anymore. Like every time I tried to skate, I would fall. My balance was way off. I kept going because I started getting into that age. You know, I became a teen, and we would all hang out at the skating rink. So we would all hang out there, and I would put my skates on just to like try to fit in, and I would hold on to the walls and the edges of everything just to like, you know, look cool and have a snack and hang out with my friends. But I was very scared. I went to my mom and I told her again, you know, what was happening when I was skating and what was happening with my legs and my I was getting these sharp pains in my legs and my feet would swell up. Didn't know what was going on. So I told my mom, and my mom told my aunt, which she's my mom's cousin, so I guess she's probably like my second aunt. I don't know. But bless your heart, because I know you're watching this video too. And I thank you so much. I don't remember exactly how it happened. But yeah, my aunt, she knew somebody. I think he was a pastor at a church. And this pastor, he had connections with, sorry guys, my back hurts a little bit when I sit too long like this. But she had, yeah, she knew a lot of important people. And she knew the pastor, and he, not was only he the pastor of this church, but he knew a lot of people from the Shriners Hospital in Tampa. I don't know if many of you guys are familiar with the gentlemen that wear the tall burgundy. I don't want to be disrespectful because I don't know the name of those things that they wear on their heads, but they're like these tall hats, and they're like this color, they're like a burgundy, and then it'll say like Shriners Hospital. They're like the volunteers, and they are awesome. They worked with this pastor. So long story short, my aunt spoke to this pastor and spoke about me, because she knew what he did, and what he, you know, that he knew these people that would help me. So she went and spoke to him, and he told her to have us come in, that he wanted to meet me and my mom, and he wanted to talk to us. And I'll never forget, like, I don't remember exactly the conversation, but I remember going in there with my mom and sitting at the desk with the pastor and talking to him. But I know it went along the lines as, you know, what he thinks, you know, I might have, and how he could help. So he referred us to the Shriners Hospital in Tampa. Now, keep in mind, guys, that this hospital is a hospital that people, when you need to be seen, now they don't charge for any visits, any surgeries. They are amazing, this hospital. They honestly, they saved my life, and I wish that I could go back there one day, and that the people that were there when I was there were still there and remembered me, because I really would love to go back there and just thank the whole staff. Everybody was great. It was like a big hotel, and it was just awesome. So anyway, you would have to get on a waiting list and wait a long time just to have a consultation with one of the neurologists at this Shriners Hospital. So he told me, I'm going to put you on the list. He told my mom, I'm going to put her on the list. But honestly, you know, it could take months. It could take a long time. So we went home, and I kid you not, I want to say maybe a week later, we get a call that they will see me, and if I can get on the next bus there. And the reason I say the next bus is because at this church, they would have other families with other children with special needs that would also have to go to the hospital. So what they would do is we would all meet at the church like at 6:30 in the morning, and from there we would all get on this other bus, and then one of the gentlemen that volunteers for the hospital and the church, he would take us to Tampa. and we could not all come back until every single person was seen that day. So they were long days and long nights, long trips, but it was life-changing. When I got there, this doctor saw me and he told me, to do some stuff, walk, all these muscle tests to check my strength. And unfortunately, right away, he looked at me and my mom and he said, yeah, she's, once he told me to close my eyes and smile and do certain exercises for him, I guess it was exams. He diagnosed me with the FSH, facioscapulohumeral muscular dystrophy. Facial obviously affects the facial muscles. Here, I'll read you guys a little bit real quick of what exactly the FSHD, the disorder is characterized by muscle weakness and wasting of the muscle, which is also known as atrophy. This is where the muscle gets, your whatever it may be, your arm, your leg, gets really thin because there's no muscle there. The disorder gets its name from muscles that are affected in the face, around the shoulder blades, and in the upper arms, which is the reason why I cannot raise my arms. The abdomen muscles are affected, which I cannot, if I'm standing, I cannot lean forward like this, or I would fall right on my face. So when I do stand, I have to stand more back and depend on my back muscles. And unfortunately, I had the foot drop where my foot was like this and I could not bring it up when I would take a step. So at the hospital, the doctor noticed that when I would walk, that's the reason I would trip and fall, is because when I would take a step, I didn't have the ability to lift my foot, so it was constantly hanging and I would trip over it. So he did suggest the tendon transfer, which they took out of the side, the inside of the foot, the inner foot, the side, which makes your foot go in and out this way. He took that tendon out and he put it on the top so that the foot can go up and down, because you really don't need to bring your feet inwards. When you walk, you need your foot to go up and down. So fortunately, I got that surgery. We scheduled that when we were there, which was good because in a way I was scared, but at the same time I was like, oh, this is gonna fix me and everything's gonna be fine. And this was during my skating time, so I did have to stop skating for a while. And then after my surgeries and everything, I couldn't wait to go back to skating, and I couldn't because after my surgery, me and my mom had to stay at the hospital. This hospital, like I said, it took a hotel. There was rooms that my mom can stay in while I was admitted, and it was really nice, considering what I was there for. So I had the surgery, and of course, it was painful, but a few days later they sent me home. Now, there's some stuff that happened during these surgeries, but that will come on probably part 2 because that's way too much. But yeah, once they did the foot, the tendon transfer, I waited a few days, and once they saw that I was okay to walk on crutches, they sent me home. I went back to school, and I noticed a lot of bullying, a lot of teasing. So I told my mom that I didn't want to go back to school. I got homeschooled for a little bit. Like a week. After that, I got another call no, actually I had another appointment. So I go back to this appointment and they checked out my foot. They changed the cast. Yeah, it was I want to say a couple months later. They changed the cast, and when we were about to leave, we were outside, me and my mom, sitting down on the bench, waiting for the other people to come out so we can get on this bus and head home. One of the nurses comes out and says, "Oh, I'm so glad you guys are still here. We have another opening for another surgery for, someone canceled. So if you guys want to stay and have the other leg done, you guys are more than welcome to." And me, like a dumbass, I was like, I don't know. Like, I wanted to go to the fair with my friends, and I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do that. My mom looked me in the face. She was like, "Niña, tú estás loca. You have to take this opportunity because you don't know when they're going to call you again for your other surgery. So we're already here. Get it done. Get it out of the way. You're going to get better. And then you're going to have the rest of your life to go to the fair and be happy and do whatever you want to do." And me, being the smart child that I was, actually I thought about it for a little bit. I was like, no. But then I was like, you know what? All right. I mean, I didn't have any other choice. My mom, she wasn't going to go nowhere. But we ended up staying. And I had my other surgery. I remember going home after that surgery. Once the braces came off, the casts came off, which was very painful. And, just to see my legs, like, so skinny and hairy, and then stink, because it stunk so bad when they take those casts off. They still smell so bad. But I walked, and I was so happy. Like, I literally, like, I still had a little limp, but I wasn't falling anymore. I was so happy. I felt like I was fixed. Considering the doctor did tell my mom that my life expectancy was 28. And I heard that. So that affected me as well. I will never forget that. So when I got through all my surgeries and everything, and I finally was able to walk again with a little limp, I was still young and beautiful, and now I could walk good, and I was fine. I would bandage my ankles up so that people would think that I was just hurt. There was a lot of things that I did so that people wouldn't think that there was anything, wrong with me, because when you're young, that's what you think. Once it hit me as I got older that things were getting difficult for me to do, even with my surgery, other things were starting to affect me, like not being able to move my arms very good, or raise them up, or grab something off the shelf. I was starting to lose balance, having a lot of pain, a lot of pain, but I didn't let anything get me down. I was young, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to go out, and I'm going to go to these teen clubs, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to live my life, because I'm not going to live till, I'm only going to live till I'm 28, so I'm going to party. And I did. I partied. I had a good time. I fell in love. The funny story about that is that I met him before I had my second surgery. So when I had my second surgery, he ended up coming to the hospital. I don't know how he got there. He hitched, because he was only like 17, 18 at the time. Or younger, maybe younger, because I was younger. And I was just laying in my hospital bed, and next thing you know, I see all these balloons come in my room, and then I see this guy, and it was him, my oldest daughter's father, which I was madly in love with at the time. And he showed up, and I was so happy, but at the same time I was scared, because when I met him, he asked me why I limped, and I told him that I had gotten in a car accident when I was little. So I did lie to him, because I was afraid that he wasn't gonna like me or want to be with me if he knew the truth, which was very wrong of me. But like I said, I was young, I was stupid. So I made sure that I told my mom to tell the nurses that to not mention muscular dystrophy around him when they came in to see me. And they respected that. I ended up getting married when I was 16 because I didn't think that I was going to be able to have kids in the future, and I wanted to be married and have a family, which was selfish. But I don't regret it, because I don't regret my daughter. And then, there's a lot more, but I think we're going to leave that for another day. Today, basically, I just wanted to focus on, the symptoms that I had when I was little, so that if there's anybody out there that are having these symptoms, please go get checked out. I did try therapy. Actually, I tried therapy when I was younger, and then about 10-15 years ago I tried it again, and I'm speaking physical therapy. It didn't do anything for me. If anything, it hurt me more the next day, and it made me very, very tired. I've also had to have psychological therapy because mentally it has fucked with me. Going from being so independent to seeing yourself just go down, down, down. The only time that I felt, I guess really, really good was when I was driving. I didn't want this video to be so personal when it came to like my personal emotional stuff, but it's part of me, it's part of my life, and this is why I'm making these vlogs, because I don't want to be fake. I want to tell you guys what I've been through and how I feel. There's so much that I want to talk about and I want to say, in hopes that it helps, because I know that it's helping me. I still have days where I fight with this and I battle with it. I try to stay very positive. I'm gonna leave this video right here. My neck hurts, I'm getting tired. And to be honest, I didn't think this was gonna affect me the way it's affecting me right now. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your time and care and concern and your nice words. Everybody that writes me, they got nothing but nice things to say, and I really appreciate it. Keep liking, subscribing, and commenting down below, okay? Please, any questions, anything you guys would want me to talk about, any experiences, any ideas, let me know. I'm gonna try to, like I said, I'm gonna try to do the part 2 as soon as I can, and I feel better, okay? Thank you guys. Have a great, great night or day wherever you are. God bless you, and I love you all. Good night. Bye.